Hello children, welcome to English class. Today we are going to see the next unit, that is of unit 2. So just we'll move on to the concept. Today we are going to learn the concept as parables and elements of a short story, and we are going to learn about in grammar part determiner. So first learn about the parables. So what do you mean by parables? Parables are a short story with a moral lessons. So you can see so many human characters in that. For example, you all know the content which is given in the NCERT book, that is of 3 questions. You may have seen so many human characters there. Can you tell me who are? Can you think and tell me who are the characters? Yes, the king, the hermit, the wise men, and the beardman. So these are the human characters which were introduced in that content. So here you can see the king was facing a problem, and later on he got so many answers from the wise men, and later on he was not satisfied with those answers, so that he was searching for the hermit to get the apt answer, that is of he want to know the correct answer for the 3 questions which he thought, isn't it? So here as a parables we have to come to know that it is a short story. Whatever it will be given with the moral lessons. So here you can see in the story 3 questions. The king seeks the answers to 3 important questions. At the end of the story, the king has learned from the hermit that the present is the most important time. The person you are with in the present is the most important person. The most important thing is to do good to the person you are within the present. So here these are the moral lessons from the parables. So these are the moral lesson he learnt about it from the hermit as a king. So next we are going to see the next concept, that is of elements of a story. For example, while you're writing a story, while you're getting ready to write a story, what are the things you needed to write it? So there are so many steps to follow in each and everything, right? For example, same thing, there are 4 elements we need to follow in while you're writing a story. So the first element is of settings. So you need to find the settings. The settings means it's a place where the story is happening. For example, how will you start a story? Once upon a time, as I was walking in a park, or you will tell one day I went to a park. Like that you will start your own story, isn't it? So first you have to think about the setting. That means you have to think about the specific place which has been continued in the story. The next thing is of you have to introduce the characters. Maybe it's a human or maybe the animals or whatever else. You need to introduce some characters in it, so that only you can make the story very fantasy, and as well as it will be very interesting for the reader to read, isn't it? The next thing you have to see it of, in each and every story you may see some problems, and later on that problems may be solved by some other person or by some other thing, right? So here the next element must be the problem. So you must create your own problem while you're writing a story, and for that related problem you have to find out the solution in it. So that will be the moral of the story. So what are the 4 elements? Can you repeat with me? That is of settings, then character, then about the problem, and there must be the solution for the problem which has been written in your story. So here you can see a clear view about that. The elements of a short story. Every story has a setting and characters. You take part in the events of the story. So these characters face a problem that they must overcome by fixing or by finding a solution on it. So let us see the elements that make up a short story using a parable. 3 questions. So we all know this, right? So here a character is a person or an animal who can think, act and feel in the story. So here in the story you can see the king and the hermit are the main characters of the story. Then we'll move on to the settings. So where did it happen? Once it happened in the palace, and another one it has happened in the forest. So here the setting is the time and the place where a story takes place. So part 1 where it happened in the palace, and part 2 it happened in the forest. So they have given some other name as woods there. And the third sub element is of problem. So here the problem is the challenge or obstacle that the main character has to face it. So here you can see the king have the doubt in three questions, that is of what I want answer to. I'll ask the hermit for advice. Then the solution was given by the hermit in the story, that the hermit provides a solution to the king by giving answers to his three questions. So you can see the solution is how the problem gets solved in the story. So now you come to know what do you mean by parable, and you come to know what are the elements of a story. So with this, what you have to do is of you have to create your own story, which should include all these four elements like character, setting, problem, and with the solution. And the solution must give the moral lesson. So in parables we learned that it was a short story. So you have to make a short story with these four elements. So when you start the story with the present, the whole story must be in present tense. When you start the story in the past, you have to make it the whole story as the past tense. So this is the thing you need to follow while you write a story. So now we learned how to write a story. The next part we are going to learn is of grammar part. So just we'll know about what do you mean by determiners. So here a determiner is a word used with the noun to specify whether the noun is general or specific. For example, here the determiner is a word which has been used for general noun or for specific noun. So if you see under the, for example, if I show you the examples, you may come into it. Now it always becomes before it always comes before the noun. So let us have a look at different types of determiners. So these are the three types of determiners. What are they? Articles, demonstratives, and possessives. So these are the three types of determiners. So first let us see about articles. So we all know where to use a, and where to use an, and where to use the. But I'll tell you some of the rules to follow in it. So first, we all know that before the consonant, particular consonant, we'll be using a there. So used before a noun that is general or singular and start with a consonant sound. So I bought you a book. I gave her a pen. So here you can see the a comes before the noun that starts with the consonant sound. B, then p, isn't it? Then you can see an. So this used before a noun that is general, singular, and starts with a vowel sound. So we all know that an stands before a noun that starts with the vowel sound. So I will have an orange. So will you reach in an hour? So here you can see R sound in both the words like orange and R. So before that we'll be writing an for the following noun. And the next thing is of the. So the used before a noun that is specific and singular or plural. So for example, pass me the black umbrella. Put the marbles in the box. So here it was given as specific. That means it denotes the unique part. So there are so many rules to follow why we have to, for example, here also it was starting in consonant, and here also it's a consonant sound. Why instead of writing a, they have written the? So there you might have a doubts. So here I'll explain you an example for you, that is of rule you need to follow while you write the letter A and the. So how will you write it? For example, if you start a story, once upon a time I saw an elephant walking through the forest. So first line, when I mentioned the elephant, I told us an elephant, isn't it? Once upon a time, I saw an elephant walking on the forest. So now I'm going to write the second sentence. The elephant was so big, so it couldn't walk in the forest. So what is the difference between an elephant, which is given in the first sentence, and the elephant, which is given in the second sentence? Yes, because the elephant word has been repeated in the same sentence. That means repeated in the paragraph again and again. So the first, while you're writing, you'll be writing with the vowel sound. If it is given in the consonant sound, you'll be adding a there. Here the elephant, it starts with the vowel sound, so we are adding and to that. So the same elephant word will be continued in the paragraph, so we'll be writing the in the next line. So another rule is there for the, that is of, for example, sun. Sun, how many sun are there? Only one sun. So it is a unique, isn't it? It's a specific thing. So there is no another sun in the world, right? So we, for that particular thing, we'll be writing the for that. Okay. And for example, the moon. How many moons are there? Only one moon, right? Yes, it's appear and disappear. That's it. So for that specific thing, we'll be adding the to it. And you need to follow these two rules that we need to while you are writing the articles. Then we'll move on to the demonstratives. So we all have learnt in 5th standard or maybe in 6th standard that this and these are the things shows which is near, and that and those, the things shows that the things are far from us, isn't it? And this stands for singular and these stands for plural. That stands for singular and those stands for plural. So now let us see a view about it. So this used to identify something which is near. Example, this ball is mine. Then the next one is of these. So these used to identify more than one things which are near. So these balls are ours. That. So that is used to identify something which is far. That ball is yours. Those used to identify more than one things which are far. Those balls are yours. So you, when you listen to the example, you can see that these tells that the thing was near, and that those tells that the things are far. So you have to see whether it is singular or plural. So here you can see ball. So the thing which is near, if it is given in singular, you can write it as this. And the thing which is far from it, you have to write it as that. So according to the singular and plural, according to the distance, you will be writing according to the demonstratives. The next is of possessives. So already we have learnt in the previous lesson about this possessive. That means that the thing belongs to someone, isn't it? So here possessives used to show something belongs to someone. My. Tomorrow is my birthday. So you can see the possessiveness here. My, your, his or her, it, our, their, isn't it? So tomorrow is my birthday. Don't forget to take your bag. Ram washed his clothes. Maya bathed her 2 dogs. I just adopted a puppy. This is its bowl. So whose bowl? Puppy's bowl. So here you can see the things belongs to the person then and there, right? And here it belongs to the animal. So we have just shifted into our new home. Their classes are all in the evening. So you can see the possessiveness in these sentences. So here I finished the grammar part. So here are some exercise that you need to do. The first thing, they have given the clues for each and everything. So you need to find it out whether, I told you the rule that is of article, which you have to find it out whether this specific or general. Did you get me? And here are the clues given for you. With that clues, read the sentence and write the answers for this. And here the third one is of underline the determiner in each sentence and write what type it is. That is of Gagan went swimming with his sister. So what will be the determiner in the sentence? His. So what is the his type? His type is of possessive. So you have to write it as this. Then same like that, you have to find the correct determiner and you have to write it here. And one example has been done for you. So you have to read the sentence. So after reading, so you have to find the determiners and you have to write it in the correct columns. Same thing, you need to fill in the blanks with the correct determiners. So just you read the sentence and you can use these clues to fill the answers. So this is your today's homework is of just write this grammar part. I'll send you the image of this and you can write the story. You can create your own story which are with the elements and with the moral lesson, and the story should be very short. And if you start the story with the present, you should maintain with the present tense, and if you start the story with the past tense, you have to finish it with the past tense. So these are the two things you have to keep in mind. So I'll post it in the group, I'll post it in the Google Classroom. So make it, do it, and send the homework in the Google Classroom. Thank you, dear children.